Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, March 29th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but until Saturday, I had never really explored Chestertown up on the Eastern Shore. Very cool little town, and when I am off of this crazy diet I'm on, look out, Bad Alfred's. I'm coming for those flatbreads. They looked amazing. All right, it is Monday, so I suppose we need to get into it. Talk about a bizarre incident on Saturday in Arnold. A woman and her adult son were leaving their home on Campus Green Drive. A man was blocking this road and would not get out of the way. The woman stopped the car, and the man threw himself into the car, breaking her mirror, claiming that she had hit him. The son gets out of the car to confront the man, and the man stabs the son. The husband/father comes out of the home to see what was going on and to intervene, sees the man stab the son a second time. The father retrieves a gun from the home, and the suspect does run away. Police found him on College Parkway with blood on his clothing and a 6-inch knife strapped to his side. They tried to arrest him, but he resisted. They tased him, and he pulled the tasers out and approached the police with the knife. An arriving officer saw what was happening and actually hit the suspect with his patrol car, knocking him over, knocking the knife loose, and allowing officers to arrest him, but not before he resisted yet again and was tased a second time. The good news out of all of this is that the son is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries at shock trauma, and the suspect has been treated for his injuries and is currently being held on attempted murder charges at the Jennifer Road Detention Facility without bond. So bizarre, and we should be thankful that it ended as it did. There were plenty of options for this to end much worse. After that, let's get into some good news. If you are a friend of the arts in Annapolis, and you should be, make sure you want to stop by the wall at MC3, which is the Maryland Cultural and Conference Center, which is Park Place, to see the new mural Comacell Brown is painting. Comacell painted the Carr mural at Pinky's, if you'll remember, and he will be painting a tribute to Carr's Beach on the wall there, right there at Park Place. Weather cooperating, he should be out there April 6th through the 16th, and Comacell does some really great work. You want to check it all out. If you didn't see it at Maryland Hall when he was there last month, check it out on his website. It's sellspitfire.com, CELLSPITFIRE.com. Comacell's in my Leadership Anne Arundel class this year. I've gotten to know him a little bit through that. Really a great talent. And not that this was particularly unexpected, but the 2021 Annapolis Cup has been canceled for 2021 due to, well, you guessed it, COVID. If you're not familiar with the competition, it is the annual croquet match between the Naval Academy and St. John's College, and legend has it that 40 or so years ago, the Academy was bragging about their prowess when it came to sports, and St. John's threw down a gauntlet. Knowing how superior the Navy was, they accepted and allowed the Johnnies to select the sport, and, well, they picked croquet. A wise move on the part of the Johnnies. They out-snookered the Academy and have won 30 out of the last 37 matches. It's always a blast, and the organizing committee is planning a 2022 return. If you want to check out some of the older photos of the matches and relive past times, head on over to eyeonannapolis.net, and we tossed a few links in our story on the cancellation. And kudos to Zeskind's Hardware and Millwork up in Arnold. They're based in Baltimore, but as I said, they have a store here in Arnold, and we did a local business spotlight on them with a while back. But they've been named one of the top family-owned businesses in the region by the Baltimore Business Journal. They were founded in 1925 and are working on their 4th generation. Great company, and they have great taste because they got Joe Barson from JEB Design, otherwise known as Citizen Pride, to design the 2 wraps on their 2 trucks. And finally, did you catch the local business spotlight on Saturday with Jennifer and Christina from One Physical Therapy, Fitness, and Wellness? Such a cool story about how they started and what they all do, and really a great success story for sure. Some bonus pods you want to keep your eye out for: Colonial Players, they are back, and a discussion with a scientist on stressed out oysters in the Chesapeake Bay. We also have a few others, and I have a lot of editing and processing on my desk to do. All right, that is it. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for this daily news brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, and to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and the Bay Bridge Boat Show, which is coming up next month. It is Monday, so of course we have Alsina from CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. And like always, George Young from DC MDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. George, Ann, and the rest are coming up in just about 60 seconds.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Are you kicking yourself for not installing solar in 2020, missing out on that sweet 26% federal income tax credit? Not to worry, because legislation passed at the very end of 2020 extended the 26% tax credit, which means consumers like you can act now to get that credit and have your new solar system up and running before springtime when solar generation moves into peak season. Plus, in addition to the feds, several state and county incentives help to make the solar investment an even bigger no-brainer. Don't have the cash? We've got you covered with competitive financing that is more than offset by the energy savings. Bottom line, Uncle Sam wants you to install solar, and so does the state of Maryland. And you're going to love the savings, so what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasting. Contact us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, March 29th. It was a nice weekend on the whole for the Annapolis region, despite some showers and storms yesterday, and this week promises to deliver more active weather with temps a bit all over the place. Look for sunshine today with cooler highs in the 55 to 60 degree range with winds gusting to 30 miles per hour at times, followed by probably the best day of the week tomorrow with sunshine, lighter winds, and temps in the mid to upper 60s, before more rain than on Wednesday with highs again in the 60s, before temps drop to only around 50 degrees for highs Thursday, followed by even cooler weather with sunshine and 45 to 50 on Friday. As for the weekend ahead, expect plenty of sunshine both days, with highs Saturday 55 to 60 and in the mid to upper 60s with sunshine on Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I often get asked, is now a good time to make a move? The answer is absolutely. With interest rates the lowest they've been in nearly 50 years and inventory in high demand, now is the time to let us earn your trust. Whether you're looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, my team and I will guide you through the process and find exactly what you are looking for. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. Last week, the market took heart from Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's testimony to Congress. The Federal Reserve Bank also removed restrictions on banks' ability to pay dividends, citing an improving economy and stable financial system. There is also increased optimism around the vaccine rollout. The S&P and Dow both finished slightly up for the week. A few weeks back, we looked at SPACs, or special purpose acquisition companies. Thankfully, those are just highly speculative investments and not a new disease. Same goes for today's topic. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens, are neither a disease nor a new variety of mushroom. If you think of traditional artwork, like a painting, there is only one original. We may make copies or prints, but there is only one original. And while a good forgery might be tough to spot for some of us, we can tell the difference between an oil painting and a print. The same goes for music. It used to be, if you wanted to copy a record, you put your tape recorder close to the record player and hit record. The copy was clearly not the original. Now think to MP3 files. A copy of that is the same as the original. How do you tell the difference? Add digital art to the mix, and we can all have a JPEG of an artwork that's indistinguishable from the original. Because in art, price is linked to rarity, knowing that anyone can have the same file means that the value for any one copy is not very high. Which brings us to non-fungible tokens. An NFT is a digital collectible. It uses blockchain technology to authenticate an image, song, or other piece of data as original. Sort of like the certification that comes with a signed piece of sports paraphernalia, authenticating a player's signature. While this may be helpful to musicians and other artists who are losing revenue when their art is copied, it has also spawned a digital version of Dutch Tulip Mania. A piece of digital art sold earlier this month for $69.3 million worth of cryptocurrency. This artist had previously sold works for roughly 1,000 times less, but without the magical mushroom NFT attached. And now, the purchaser has started a new cryptocurrency based on owning shares of this artist's work. If you think this will end well, I have some Beanie Babies in my garage I'd be happy to sell you. Your action to take this week is to evaluate your life insurance. A very rough calculation is that $1 million policy would generate $40,000 to $50,000 in annual income. Some family expenses would drop, like a second vehicle, clothing, and personal care. Others may increase, like child care, house cleaning, or lawn care. Term policies are pretty inexpensive if you're reasonably healthy. We're happy to provide quotes from a variety of carriers with just an email or two. We have additional articles, videos, and other resources on our website at CovingtonAlsina.com. And for the month of March, we're donating $5 for everyone new who likes our Facebook page to the Summit School, an independent school for children with dyslexia and other learning differences, up to $500. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advisor Group, a registered investment advisor. CovingtonAlsina and Great Valley Advisor Group are separate entities from LPL Financial. All performance references historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in the show are for general information only, are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with CovingtonAlsina.
The all-new combined in-water Bay Bridge Boat Show is coming to Stevensville, Maryland on April 15th through the 18th at the Bay Bridge Marina, right in the shadow of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and just steps off of Route 50. See hundreds of power and sailboats on display. Shop from the top brands of nautical gear and equipment and take advantage of the many educational opportunities. The Bay Bridge Boat Show, Power and Sail, 2 shows in one. Purchase your tickets today at AnnapolisBoatShows.com. Again, that's AnnapolisBoatShows.com, and we'll see you at the show.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.